Welcome to another edition of That Green Vegans podcast. I'm Kelly. Hello. So today I'm just going to go straight into it. By the title, Teyana Taylor is ghetto. We're just going to go right into it because I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, and I don't want people to feel like I'm attacking her, but I'm going to attack her behavior, and the reason why this is kind of sticking with me, because I was having a really interesting conversation with a parent and it came up, and she don't even watch my stuff because I did a little kind of skit the other day, and I was just saying about things that are viral, and it's going viral in the news. It's like all the things that's happening in this world, and this is what's being brought up, right? And it's being pushed in front of millions and millions, billions of people actually. And the reason why it makes me upset is because people see her and then they put all Black women in that same category. Let's just keep it a bean. And so when you have women that defend her, they're her. They're her. They're ghetto too. And I'm just going to stand 10 toes down. When we are out in public, they never focus on the women like, I'm going to just use Angela Bassett, for example. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful. She's talented. She don't have a bunch of scandals behind her name. You know what she is? She's boring. She's boring. Like if she was to have an entanglement like Jada Pinkett, we can get on Jada Pinkett all day. Remember that crazy scandal back in the day where she was with that young singer and stuff, and then she was getting all kind of crazy stuff. I guess she was kind of like Stella and she got her groove back and thing. But it's like, he like blew her out. Let's just keep it a bean. He blew her out, and then she had to go get like it reconstructed and shots in her cuckoo to, I'm just using these names because I don't want to be, I'm not monetized. I'm on the road to monetization, so I don't want to get my little channel taken. But you know what I mean. All these shots and stuff to make it, and it's like, bruh. And then it's like, you have to be careful, because I know I have certain people, they talk about side chicks, right? But not too many people talk about the side dudes. I think side anything is just bad, because nobody wants to be a side. Everybody wants to be the main dish, right? If you're not the main dish and you're a side and stuff, you get neglected, right? Sometimes you don't even get eaten, depending on how many sides, because at Thanksgiving time, like you'll have your turkey, right? That's when most people have turkey or ham. And then you'll have like mashed potatoes and gravy and mac and cheese and dressing and cranberry sauce and string bean casserole. But you know what I mean, right? So you have all these different sides and they're kind of competing with one another, but everybody's there for really the turkey and the gravy or the ham, and so sides get a little neglected. And so in real life, when you're talking about people, I don't know, for some reason I always have people and food together. I don't know, it always happens. But anyway, they feel a certain kind of way and they feel left out, and even when even if you a side chick or dude in your mind and you are you on these platforms, right? We're gonna just take a little detour. Come over here across the street. We're gonna get back over there, but let's come over here. They even are in competition with themselves, and it happens with moderators as well. I had to take away somebody moderator stick because they got jealous because someone had said something to me and they felt a certain kind of way and they blocked them, right? So crazy. Anyway, I was like, oh my goodness, like what is going on? It was just crazy. But people are very territorial. And anyway, to go back to Jada Pinkett, she was dealing with that side dude, right? He was young. Let me tell you something. I mean, I figured, Old dudes, they the same, but young dudes, they really off the chain, and they will take it. I don't know. I think they just take it a little bit more, because remember, he like wrote songs about their, their affair, and he was crashing out, and that was her son's like best friend. And it was crazy because I don't know, like, he was on drugs and she was there, and she probably was taking care of it, and she looked down and she seen that big, that BBC, and then she started getting into her feelings, and she probably ain't got that with her husband. So she tapped it. And the thing about it is, it's a way that you do it. If you're going to do it, you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, you shouldn't do it. But if you do it, it's a way to do it. And you have to be careful who you with. Like, you just can't do it with anybody. And to me, I felt like that was too close to home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your son's best friend. You don't think nothing gonna happen, Jada. And I was talking, and the reason Jada came up, sorry you had to take a stray, Jada, but me and a parent was talking about you, and today, so I didn't bring you up, somebody else brought you up, but she was just saying, like, that whole situation was crazy, and then the situation, how she was mugging, Will Smith, and then he went and slapped one of his good friends, and now he banned from the Oscars, and he came and all this kind of stuff, and she don't even and Jay don't even really deal with him for real like that. She don't love her husband, but that's another story for another day. We talking about Taylor. We talking about the other chick. What's her name? Teyana Taylor, right? But see, it goes back around in circles. Right now, we're crossing back a street because we're talking about the Oscars, right? And Will Smith slapped Chris at the Oscars. So now we're back here. Now we're here in 2026 talking about the Oscars, and it's just so embarrassing because they never show, like I said, they really never put the light on the classy person. They use her, Teyana Taylor, as to go viral. They take that moment to go viral, right? And then when people, non-melanated people, when they see that, they think all of us is like that. So even though people be like, well, she's excited, she's this, she's that, it's like, no, that's ghetto. It's not excitement. It's just straight up ghetto, ratchet, hood booger behavior. Let's just keep it a bean. And it's like, we all are not like that. But you know what? Those are the people that's on the spotlight. When you go to Instagram, who do you see? Do you see the classy woman, Black woman representing us? No, you see the twerking twat, the twerking thought, up there pooped in her little butt in the air. That's what you see, or just just people being just ratchet or just saying things. I was watching a live, and it was just showing, they were showing this very, very beautiful melanated woman, and she was talking about how she sucked this and do this and then, and you know what, it's like, it don't even look right. It don't look right when we're doing that, because we're class. And, I want to put this across the board. When women, it's like you can't even be classy no more, because because nobody wants that. Nobody wants the class. Everybody wants the drama. Everybody wants the thoughtness. Everybody wants to get. Look, I know, being a person who has studied all the ologies, psychology, sociology, anthropology, all the ologies and stuff like that, it's just like, women do things for men, right? And men are primal. And the thing about it is, no shade to men, but I'm just letting you know. But men will say, like, no, that's not right, Kelly. But if it was me and you having a conversation behind closed doors, you'd be like, why are you saying that? No one is true, right? So I'm just saying, like, women, you gotta stop doing that. You gotta, because the one thing too is you can't impress you if you seek your life being someone who's going to like trying to impress men, right? You're never gonna win, because they're never gonna be satisfied. And the thing about it, and I heard this actually today. Well, I've heard this a long time ago, but it was validated that men like to chase. Men don't like a woman to come on to them and stuff like that, because it's too easy. And then what do? They get what they want and they bounce. So it's like, if you are that kind of person and you wondering why what's going on, is that's the reason why, and most men will agree with that. Now, if you don't agree with that, you're not a man. Because if you're a male, then yeah, you don't know how to deal with women. So you need a woman to come in, sit there and do that. But back to Teyana Taylor. That's what I'm saying. It just makes it hard for us. And then we find ourselves always having to explain ourselves, over explaining, because we want to show people that we're not them. What's that song by Kendrick Lamar? They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. It's true. They not like us, but they're the ones that's being they're being made to be our representatives. I don't do that. Okay, so let's just break down the day. So it started with her getting an attitude, with like security. Now it's a very crowded area, right? And so people are gonna push, people are gonna shove, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get touched, period. You're just gonna, unless you're in a bubble or have like a hula hoop around you, you're gonna get touched, you know what I'm saying? And I've been in situations where, maybe I'm going in kind of one direction and security have to kind of like put their hand up to like, like, oh, we going this way, whatever. All right, I get like shoved that way. It just goes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you on a road by yourself and then somebody comes along and, it is what it is. Just like when you're in traffic. I had to learn this in traffic where, sometimes people going to be on your butt, right? I can't take that personal that they on my butt. Maybe they late for work. Maybe they trying to pick up their kids, whatever. It's like, okay, I just put myself in their shoes. That's what you call emotional intelligence. And the thing too is like, people got eyes on you. When you are a certain status, people are looking at you. Like even in my own world, where I'm gonna use this for an example. So when I go to different like conferences and stuff, I have to represent, right? I have to represent who I am. Now I'm never gonna not be me. I'm gonna always stay me, but how I talk, how I move in the room, how I interact with people looking at me, because I have a title and I have a status, and so they wondering like, because why? Because of people like Teyana Taylor that's out here wilding. I'm not putting it all on her, because like I said, there's a lot of people way before, like you got what's that chick name, Sexy Red. Oh my god. Now that's what you call hood book or gutter, but it could just be a, what do you call it? It just could be, just some, like a character, right? Who knows if she's like that in real life, and sometimes people have to realize that too, but you're at the Oscars, you know what I'm saying? If Sexy Red is at a concert and she's, twerking and doing, that's what she's expected to do, right? Because that's her job at that time. So, but if she was on an interview with Oprah, not saying that she would be, but if she was on an interview with Oprah, she wouldn't be acting like that. You know what I'm saying? She would, I will hope, I don't know, I don't watch her, I don't watch Sexy Red, but just from the stuff that I've seen, she's a little out there, right? But you have to, but that's her, like I said, that's her stilo. So that's what she represents, gutter. So when it comes to Like Teyana, like, and you're at the Oscars, you have to have a certain decorum. Like, you can't just, you have to be quiet. Like, if you look at the video, it's every freaking where, it's just ridiculous. It's crazy. But behind her, there's another melanated woman, right? And she ain't acting up. She just looking like, this is crazy. Like, sometimes you have to be shh. Like, I have to, like, sometimes I would do that to, like, people that I like. I'll just be like, chill. But then if you keep going, it's like, okay, I'm going to tell you this story right quick, because, I always have a story. So I have a really good friend, and me and her, we went to this, this concert. It was like an interactive concert. It was crazy, but it was fun. And so we're walking, and not gonna lie, we had maybe a couple of drinks on us, whatever. But we was cool, And she's always been that person that's kind of been like, how can I say it? Really sweet, really kind, just fun, right? So this guy grabs her by her arm. We're walking. He grabs her by her arm, and she pulls away. And so we kept walking. And so then he calls her the B word. You know what the B word is. So I stopped and I said, excuse me. I said, how dare you call her out her name? I said, she doesn't want to talk to you. I said, you talk to your mother with that voice? I said, do you have kids? Like, would you want someone to treat your daughter like that? And then he looked, and you should have seen it. Like, when I said his mother, he wasn't tripping. But when I said daughter, it hit a nerve. And so he probably did have a daughter. And he said, I'm sorry. My apologies, right? So then she tried to kick him in the balls. Dang it. Are you serious? So then he called her a B. Again. He said, watch it, babe. And I said, you know what? I looked at her. I said, you deserve that, because why would you do that to him? I mean, he could have, he didn't kick. It didn't land. That's what I'm saying. It didn't land, but because he jumped back, whatever. Because, she had a little. So anyway, I say that to say, if she just would have stopped, he apologized. What will make you go further? And it's like, I feel like that's the point. Okay, even with Teyana Taylor, having that argument, and it's just like, you could have been like, oh, excuse me, you, like, that was rude. Boom, keep it pushing. But no, she got to go back and forth, and now, and then, right? So we're gonna take it out, right? And she was dressed. I loved her dress. I think her dress was bomb, and she little, so she can wear outfits like that, right? I thought it was beautiful. I want to dress like that. I digress. But then when she gets inside, like, she just, she continues to, like, act ghetto. Let's just call it what it is. And I don't know, like me, like I said, I'm for women. 10 toes down. I'm for women. So I'm not going to ever, you ain't going to see me sitting up there talking about a man. No. Like, I feel like we should all, like, embrace us, right? And I feel like we should uplift us. But you know what? It's a lot of women don't believe in that, and that's okay. It's okay. But it's just like, I feel like we need to talk about it. We need to hold each other accountable. It's so funny. Like, I have someone online, and she calls me auntie. She's like, I'm your favorite auntie, and I'm your auntie, and I love her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the kind of person that she speaks her mind. Like, when you listen to her on live, oh my goodness, it's like she tell like a TI is, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, be real. And I love people who are real, and it's like, I don't love people who are trying to candy coat stuff. And I am like that. Kumbaya, wellness, love, health, and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, don't be a victim, and don't play that role like, I'm a victim. No, learn from the mistakes and keep it pushing. That's what my whole message is. You know what I'm saying? Focus on you. Take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And Let me tell you, this is a situation that happened yesterday. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna share this. So I went to go get my car washed, right? And so, I paid a little, some coin for it. So anyway, I was leaving and I was looking on the side of the car because I was taking a picture of my car, and I was looking on the side. So one side was kind of beat up and dull, and the other side was nice and clean and shiny. And I said, oh, that's interesting. So I went back to the place. I'm like, hey, and she's like, no, it was like that. I'm like, no, it's not like that. And I said the other side, and I showed her the other side. It's like, this side don't look like that. She's like, well, it's this side. And I'm like, look, I'm not eating crazy cookies. Something is wrong. Like, one side of your car is not going to look different from the other side of your car, right? So then I said, let me speak to your supervisor. And she started talking. I'm like, look, you're not in trouble. You doing what you do, but I need to speak to your supervisor. And always do that. Like, being in management, I've always, if that person can't help you, get somebody else to help you. So she's like, he's over there. So I went over there. And so I was like, come, I want to show you. And then he's like, okay. So he came and he's like, oh yeah, that's the car. Yeah, that's just, no, that's just, you got to get it buffed out. I said, okay, so I'm just getting this one little area buffed out. The other side don't. I said, look at the other side. That didn't get buffed out. Like, this is the same. It's the same car. What are you talking about? Well, it look like scratch. I'm like, no, these are scratches. Like, something, no, the other side doesn't look like that. And then he goes, well, no. And he was all telling me. And then for like 3.5 seconds, chat, I was really thinking like, maybe I'm wrong. I'm like, well, thank you. And then I had to say, wait a minute, you Kelly, don't let these people try to gaslight you, right? You're not eating crazy cookies. So I said, look, y'all missed this whole panel. And it was like, no. I said, then whatever you put on that side, I want you to put on this side. And I want you to show me, put that, whatever you put over there, I want you to put over here, and I want to see it. And if you put it on there and it still look the same, I will accept that. But if I want to see for my own self. And so he told her blah, blah, blah. So she went and got the stuff and she did it. Chat. What do you think happened? It started to smooth out. It was clean, black, and shiny. And I just looked at both of them. Oh, I'm so glad it happened. Get out my face. Go back to wherever you came from. So I looked at the woman and I said, I knew it was missed. It didn't make any sense why this looked like this and the other side didn't. You get it? I wasn't trying to bash you or your work, but I'm not going to let somebody gaslight me to let me know that something is not right when it's not right. And she's like, I understand. I'm so sorry. And you know what I did to her? I gave her a tip. I gave her an extra tip. Actually, I tipped them, but I gave her an extra tip because she acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? She acknowledged it is wrong. And it's like, it's okay, but you have to stand 10 toes down, whatever it is, especially if you know you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're wrong, take accountability and be like, I'm wrong. But I knew I wasn't. And even though I had 2 people sit up there against me telling me I'm crazy, I know I'm not. And that's what you need to do in life. Stand up for yourself. Matter of fact, the parent that I was talking to, she had brought her kid from this private school. And then she was saying how she was trying to put her child into the 1st grade. And it was like, no, they got to redo kindergarten because it was something that was missing. And she was like, no, my child already went through kindergarten. She's not getting through kindergarten again. So when she came to me, I said, you better fight. You want your kid, because she was going to take it. I said, don't you take it. Whatever you need to do, go up to the school, get a letter, go to your doctor, go to the district. Look, you can receive 1,000 no's, 1,000 no's. But guess what? All you need is one yes. You know what? This turned into something very different, what I was saying. But basically what I'm just saying is like, I know in my heart that she ghetto, and everybody just got to stop playing the role like, make excuses for her. No, let's call people on what they call it. You don't represent me. You're ghetto. I'm not ghetto. I work very, very hard, and you're making it harder for me to go through this world because of your actions. I got to prove myself 10 times, 10 times more than anybody else. And that's what I just want to say. So to end this, I just want to say, one, be the best possible version of yourself. Now, hey, look, if you a hood, rat, ghetto, ratchet, hood booger, I don't know what I said before. Stuff just come off my head. But if you that, then that's what you are. And it's like, it's okay. It's okay. But if you're not, it's okay to call people on their stuff. I call people on their stuff all the time. And it's not to hurt them, it's to help them, because I don't want them to be a statistic. I don't want them to be a stereotype. Let's grow and be more than that. Okay? That's all I want to say. And if you stayed this long, I appreciate it and thank you. And if no one told you today that they love you, I love you. Have a great day. Go out there and be great. Bye.